You live in Germany, follow their law, follow their rules, obey the law. They are not going to be saying because you are, different in your look that, they are now going to punish you accordingly. They do it to their own people, so they will do it to you. And if they don't do it to you, they will say that they don't care about African children because they are not Germans. So now they are caring for African children and you are crying. So everybody, how you all doing? Good day to you all, and welcome back to another video on my channel. I just want to address this video that is all over the media concerning a Nigerian woman who is crying out and accusing Germany of taking over her children. If you are new to my channel, you're welcome to subscribe here and join me here at the Blessed on YouTube channel. And I want to say thank you to all of you who already subscribed. I really appreciate your support. So yeah, as I was saying, this woman was talking on the social media and really crying out loud. I know so many people, myself, even myself inclusive, we are all from Nigeria. We have lived in this country for years. Some people, their children are already adults. Some people, their children are teenagers, and their children are with them. The government did not take the children from them. So she's crying for her children, but she's making these grievous accusations that they are taking children, wanting them to pay taxes, and killing the children. This is not true. I mean, as far as I know, I live in this country for the past 10 years now. There's nothing like that. So what I wanted to say in regarding to this video is that once you live in Germany and you are having children in Germany, you can't treat the children anyhow. You just have to follow the law, follow the rules of this country, and everything will be fine. Okay, you may not be rich, but you will just get by. And it's not true that the government will just come in and take your children. There is something that leads to it. She's not being very truthful. At some point in the video, she made a point that she had her children, like within the space of 3 consecutive years, through operation, and she had them consecutively like that. I mean, that shows that something is not very, very right upstairs, because normally when you are giving birth through cesarean section, they are really, really advising you to allow the wound to heal, because it's a major surgery. You can't just keep on having children and they will be cutting you and you just, I mean, that's already a pointer for me personally, because I find this very, very strange. So, and it will make them to even, be interested in them. And obviously, maybe she will be having birth this close, so she will be obviously very, very incapacitated in many ways, and this will make somebody else to come in to help, somebody from the welfare, so the government may assign somebody to come and help if the husband is not able to do so. So yeah, I mean, that space of time having these children. Then another thing is, they give you some stipend to assist you to help the children. There are always pointers to how the children are. Like in this country, they don't wear uniform. It's not like you can just sew one uniform and they will be wearing it all through the semester or all through the term. They don't do like that. Here, the children wear normal clothes, and the clothes needs to be refreshed and good looking, and they need to dress weather appropriate. You can't just even be using summer clothes and sending your children to school in winter. You always have to buy appropriate clothing for the children, and children are growing up very fast, so you may buy this clothes now, in 2 weeks time they have already outgrown it. So those are the things that the teachers will be looking out for. Maybe their hair, if they are girls, their hair is unkempt, you are not doing their hair very well. Maybe you do one hair and it will stay on their head for 3 months because you don't want to spend money to do another hair. Maybe you don't take care of the children. Maybe they are smelly. You are not taking care that the children are in good condition. These are the things that brings notice of your children to the teachers, and when the teachers start noticing something. Maybe you are beating the children, beating children just like you are beating them in Nigeria. Beat, everything, beat, slap, 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 beat, shout, shout, shout. At some point it's going to get out. Maybe some people, the way she's talking in this video, you can see that she's really shouting. So if there is violence in the household, of course. So in this country, let me just be truthful, I've never seen a case where Germany will just come into your home and take your children if there is no serious indicator. My dear brothers and sisters, let me just say the truth. In this country, they have different grades. They have the gray area. That means there's something wrong, but there is still hope. They can help the family. They can send in help to assist them, to give them the support that they need. If couples are fighting or having disagreement, they are very much interested that couples stay together as much as possible. If there are no violence or if the differences are not too much, they have state-sponsored counseling. You register, you go for the counseling. It's free of charge. You don't have to pay. They will try to help you through your problems. But before they will take your child away from you, that means it has left that gray zone to the red zone, acute. That means they call it acute. Once it's acute, they will just, is to intervene immediately. They will come and take the children, especially if you are very aggressive. There is aggression in the house. Maybe the couples are fighting, and the children are there. So when the children see them fighting, and they don't want to separate, and the children are going to copy that pattern of living, and then they are going to continue it maybe in the future. They don't want that kind of vicious cycle. And again, there are other indicators. If there are sexual abuse in the family, immediately they will intervene. If you are being very violent with the children, beating them, and there are marks on their body, they are going to intervene. If there is any indication that you are not feeding the children properly, you are not giving them fruits and vegetables, maybe you are not just interested and vested in their interests, there's this kind of negligent parenting that maybe they will just have one type of food or those kind of a thing, just give them things that doesn't make sense. And there are always indicators, because once you have a child here, you'll be going to compulsory examination by the children doctor, and if you fail to go, they are going to send you a letter and they will compel you to go. So they have it U1, U2, U3. So depending on how many months, everything is already outlined. There is a book, they call it Untersuchungshealth, and everybody has it. Every child that is born in this country has it. Even from pregnancy, you already have the one of mother and child, and then graduating into the childhood, they have that paper, and it's a booklet. You have to always take it with you, and they will record every development that they witness. Anything that they feel is out of place, they are going to record it. So sometimes, even if you go to any doctor, they will just look at that book and they will have a history of that child, and they don't just intervene like that. So she should really say the truth. What happened? What is it that happened? And here there's a lot of people, maybe you are single mother. Even if you are single mother, who is the father? They need that father to have contact with their children. You cannot just be doing a single mother without father contact. Where is that father? And if that father is here, he must. The only thing that will make that father not be allowed to be in care of those children is if he's violent, if there's any evidence that he can harm the children. Otherwise, anything, whether you are angry with the man or anything, they don't care. You must allow that man to have access to that children. You will make sure that he has contact with those children, because they don't want a situation where people are running amok, fatherless, no father figure in their life, and you as their father, you are there, you are being aloof. You don't want to play any responsibility. They don't tolerate that. So there is a failing somewhere. There's a failing, and I think it is very wrong for somebody to just go on social media and be making this kind of very, 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 very dark accusations against the state of Germany, because they are very lawful. They follow their law. Once you go against their law, they're going to come after you. And somebody may say because they are African people and the government don't care, and now they are still caring, like they can't even do it right. Whatever they do, they are not happy. You can't expect to come and be doing that kind of thing you are doing in Nigeria. Shout, 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 beat before the person will talk. Beat, you shout, you beat. You can't do it here. It's not allowed. And if they have taken her children, she has to find a way to get the children, because all this shouting on social media is even making it worse, because they will be questioning your sanity, like, are you even okay? And you are even giving them more reason to say, no, this woman is not really sound for her to be saying these kind of crazy things, and the children are better off without and they will keep the children until they are 18 years old. There's nothing you can do about it. So I think that this is a lesson for every one of us who is living here. So just to conclude this video, if you live in Germany, you are having children in Germany, follow the rules and regulations. Take care of your children. Don't be saving your money to go and be doing one thing or the other. Nobody asks you for that. Make sure you buy clothes for the children. Change them. Make sure that their hygiene is on point. Don't leave them unkempt if they are girls. If you want to do their hair, make sure you are refreshing the hair every time and doing new hair. If you don't want to do the hair, if you want to keep it local, do that. But the children must be well kept, and make sure that even like when they are going into puberty, that they are smelling, they are bringing a lot of sweat. Make sure you buy roll-on to put on the armpit, so when they finish sports they can put it on. Make sure you buy change of clothes appropriate for the weather, and make sure you follow the rule. Here in Germany, when the children are going to school, nobody will be telling you anything and be saying, come today. No. They will be pasting all the information. It is your duty to get the information. If anything is not clear, go and ask. They are not going to come extra. And when they are going to school, they don't even tell you anything. They have a book, a small booklet that they give to the children. That's where they will be writing anything. So anytime your child is coming back from school, make sure you are opening that book, house half garbage book, and be looking inside and see maybe the teacher left a message. That's where they will write anything important. And if you yourself have a message for the teacher, there's also another booklet where you can write, smaller booklet. You write whatever it is, if it's permission, whatever it is, you write it and you give it to your child. Here, all their information, whatever is important, is writing. They will be writing paper. It is very, very important for them. Even if they are doing election, you're not going to be seeing campaign trail and no. They'll just be writing it. The only thing you will even see that will make you to know that there's something going on, maybe you see some people on the street, maybe they give you pen and some kind of a keyhole, all those kind of gifts that are really inconsequential, just to remind you that something like this is about to take place. But other than that, you will not hear anything. They will just be writing. Maybe if you watch the TV, you can hear something. They don't talk to you. So for Germany to take her children, she needs to be open and say exactly what happened. Me, I personally think that, first of all, she's not showing signs of stability. She's really not showing that she's really sound, because she's making so much accusations, so many generalizations, and she cannot prove this kind of thing. It's not good, and it's not helping her case. I feel sorry for her, but this way she's going about it is not going to change anything. It's not going to help the situation. And if she said that people are dying, I don't know that people are dying. Me, I've received the best care whenever I go to the hospital. Here, what I know is to get a job is very difficult, very, very difficult if you are black. But you see, when you go for treatment, their doctors are the best. When you talk about professionalism, when you are talking about compassion, empathy, they have it, full package. God bless German doctors. They are just the best. My experience with them has been nothing less than best. I have nothing whatsoever against any German doctor that have come into their care. Sometimes maybe their secretaries or helpers, the nurses, may be grumpy, but that's it. Once you get to the doctor, everything is good. So I don't know what she's talking about, that they are giving people medication. Of course, the stress that people are going through, imagine what it means to be going through desert and going through Libya and all the way to Germany at some point. Imagine that stress. The wahala is so much, and many people are hypertensive, many people have kidney problems, like a lot of stress related problems. And then their hair is paper, a lot of struggle, how to get the permit, and all the other things that they will need to leave. It's not an easy process. So a lot of people do get sick, a lot of people do have high blood pressure, a lot of people have internal organ problem, and even all this route, all this lifestyle that that follows street living is also exposing them to a lot of this terminal diseases like HIV and hepatitis and all those things. They are treating them also. Like, I don't know where these blatant accusations are coming from. I've had no such experiences myself. So yeah, I just wanted to put this straight. Please let us be careful. You don't live in Nigeria. When you live in Rome, you behave like the Romans. When you live in Germany, follow their law, follow their rules, obey the law. They are not going to be saying because you are, different in your look that, they are now going to punish you accordingly. They do it to their own people, so they will do it to you. And if they don't do it to you, they will say that they don't care about African children because they are not Germans. So now they are caring for African children and you are crying. So even in Britain, I remember one woman, she had 6 children. They took she had five first. They took those 5 children. Then she decided to have one more child. At the hospital, as she was giving birth, she has not even gotten out of the bed. They took that child from her, from the hospital. This one happened in England. And this woman was crying out even to the House of Assembly. I read this news a few years ago, and there's nothing that came out of it. They didn't allow she and her husband to get those 6 children back. So it's very, very wrong for her to be making this kind of blatant accusation against the state, and that they have your children. It's showing more and more that you are unstable, that your sanity is questioned. How do you want them to go and give you the children again? It's even compounding the issue. So please, if you know this woman, reach out to her and tell her that going on social media and condemning and saying all this kind of thing is not going to help her. The only thing that will help her is to try continuously to prove to the state whatever it is that she's doing that that they did not want, or that made the whole thing to escalate, that it became an acute situation where they have to intervene immediately and remove the children. She has to go back and prove to them that that situation is no longer tenable with her, that everything has changed and the children are now going to be safe in her household should they come back. So if it's a physical molestation, then she has to prove to them that she's no longer in that state, because they will not leave the children unless you can change this narrative. This is all I have to say about this video. Obviously, it's a very sad situation, but yeah, it's something that we just need to say. We don't live in Nigeria. It's not like the people in Nigeria are having it better. Boko Haram is killing people, slaughtering people on daily basis. So at this point, we just have to make do of what we have and follow the law of the country that we found ourselves. So my advice would be she should go and remove this video that she's putting everywhere, and yeah, make amends and show evidence that she and her husband are in a better state and they are capable of taking care of their children. That's the only thing that will solve this problem. Yeah, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So let's keep posted until my next video. I want to talk about the skilled worker immigration visa for Germany. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.